Hello, this is Carolyn with Carolyn's Paper Therapy, and today I'm excited to share with you a waterfall journal that I've just completed. This is my first waterfall journal, and I just couldn't wait to get started on it. I am calling this one Jane Austen's English Journal, and you'll see why as we go through. I've used several different papers that I already had printed out, and so I cut out what I needed, printed the background pages, and got started on this journal. I had done a short video on how I placed the papers, but somehow I deleted it when I was cleaning up my phone, so I will refer you over to Treasure Books on YouTube or any other YouTube channel that explains how to put together a waterfall journal. Today I'll just be doing a flip through and tell you the different papers that I've used and hopefully give you some ideas to create your own. I have tied it closed with recycled silk hand-dyed ribbon that just unties so that you can open up the journal. It is glued in the back so that it stays on the journal. When I started to make this, I had several things that I had printed out and never used, or extra pages of things that I had not cut out or used. And so when I saw the waterfall journal and the long skinny front cover, I remembered these Jane Austen bookmarks that I had printed out and never used. And they came with several different designs of ladies on the tall bookmark, and then a backing sheet that matched to glue on the back and make bookmarks that I had not done. So I decided to use her on the cover. The papers that I used are from French Florals and seed packets from Chapter 1 papers. I had done, if you remember or were following my channel, I had done the seed packets and the French Floral Journal. And so I had lots of papers left over and seed packets that I had completed that I had not used. I have a stash of items that I have made that I can pull from whenever I want to add ephemera to my journals. So, on the cover, I have this bookmark, Jane Austen bookmark, and they the digital kit is from Romantica Arts on Etsy. And I just loved them because of the old-fashioned ladies and the rose designs. I have embellished the cover with some trim that my mother had given me from her stash of trims and items that she used on her Victorian ball ornaments. And then on the edge, I've just put some of my crocheted cotton lace. I embellished her dress. It had some gold areas on it, so I embellished it with this stickles. And so when that dries, it has glitter on her dress. The inside front cover, I have used one of my seed packets that I had previously made, and there is a video on how I did these. If you'll look back through my channel, you'll see the seed packet videos. And so it is an actual seed packet, so I glued it down on 3 sides so that I could make this side pocket. And then inside the seed packet, I placed this tag. This tag is from the French Florals papers, and I just attached at the top some cheesecloth, lace, a little tiny stamped piece from that same set, and a pear clip with a piece of our ribbon and a key. That keeps it from sliding all the way down into the pocket, and it looks pretty sticking out the top there. This particular journal card here was made from a freebie from G. Kerr. It was a set of 4 tags. I cut the top off of the tag, and it's a collaged tag. And then I used one of her words and phrases, mixed words and phrases, as a pull on the side. I love these words and phrases, and the fact that they are kind of already layered and collaged, and also these tags. And these are from Happiness and Crafting, G. Kerr. And that just slides in the side here. This next page, I created a pocket out of some of the French floral papers and layered it with another piece from those papers, and made a pocket for this little receipt to stick in. All of these things you can journal on the back. And I embellished this pocket with a piece of book page, and this is a design from, let's see, called Harrison Fisher Ladies, from the Old Design Shop, and that's also on Etsy. And I love the Harrison Fisher Ladies, so I had purchased that digital kit and decided to use a couple of them in this journal. This journal is different from many that I've done because I've pulled from a lot of different papers, and it was really fun to gather all this together. In the pocket, I have placed, this is the backing for the bookmark that I have on the cover, and I had 2 of them, so I glued them back to back to make a nice sturdy bookmark or tag, and layered it with the French floral papers and one of G. Kerr's words and phrases. This just sticks in the pocket, and in front of it I have another one of the Happiness and Crafting freebie tags that I've just put a hole in the top and embellished with our ribbon. On this page, I placed a larger journal card on and made a pocket out of it, and also took a smaller piece and made a small pocket at the bottom. Inside, I have a couple of small journal cards from the same French Florals kit. Inside the larger pocket, I have placed 2 items from that same kit. They're kind of like postcards. This paper that I used reminds me of the wallpaper that I selected for my home when we first moved back to my hometown. We bought an 1890s Victorian home, and all the walls and everything had to be redone, and this is very similar to the wallpaper that I chose for the foyer and the parlor, and I just loved it. When I printed the papers to create this waterfall journal, I printed them on front and back, and I kind of alternated them through the book here, as you'll see as we go through. On this page, I created a pocket at the bottom, and I used my decorative scissors to cut the top of it. Embellished it with some lace that was off of an old slip, and some seam binding ribbon that I just love this ribbon because it's all crinkled. And the words, "You are beautiful." And inside that pocket, I have included one of the Happiness and Crafting G Kerr's freebie tags. And I took a tea bag. This is vanilla chai, I think that's how you say it, black tea that I love. And I included the tea because of this saying here. And I stapled it on with a piece of our lace, and then I covered the staple with this little square of decorative paper there. This fits right down in this pocket. And at the top of the page, I've just included one of my seed packets that I created from this same French floral kit. And again, you'll want to go back to my video if you want to see how I put these together. I actually showed them to you step by step on putting these together and decorating them. I didn't put anything in this pocket, but it's embellished with butterfly and die-cut lace, pearls, and our stickles on the butterfly. And I just clipped this on the top of this page with one of these neat clips and embellished it with the ribbon that sticks out the top of our journal. On the edge of the page here is some more trim that my mother gave me from her stash of trim for her Victorian ornaments. And on the back side, where I have this clip, I have clipped on 2 journal cards. This is another Harris & Fisher paper. And this, I just left this page plain for journaling. Over here, I have another one of the Jane Austen ladies. And I embellished her with some gold stickles on her headpiece. And I made her into a belly band. And inside the belly band, I have 3 beautiful journal cards from the French Florals kit. At the bottom here, I've embellished with some of the lace from that lingerie slip that I cut the lace off of. It's kind of a very pale peachy pink color, and I'll be sorry when it's gone because it is beautiful lace. This was the part that is right at the top trim on the slip, and this is another one of Happiness and Crafting words and phrases. On this page, I used a journal card that had an oval frame in the center as a side pocket. And inside the oval frame, I just put some book page and a little stamp. Inside the pocket, I have a couple of journal cards. This one has a little tab made out of our paper. At the bottom, I've made another side pocket with the words "Cherish Today," and it has a journal card in the side. Over here, I used an item that I created out of a collage. I first made my collage on a 12 by 12 paper made from scraps of paper and stickers and different things, and then I cut it out into tags and journal cards. Then I decorated, And this is a ripped piece of paper here that I embellished on the front. Some cheesecloth, the word beauty, a pretty doily hanging out the bottom, and a pear clip with some pearls and a key and charm and our ribbon on the side. And I decided instead of using this as a journal card, I would glue it down and make a pocket on this page. Now, this was previously made. It just matched what I was doing. So inside the pocket, I've placed 3 beautiful journal cards. It's one of the advantages to having lots of digital kits is that you can mix and match your papers. And another advantage of making things ahead and having your little box of stash to choose from when you're looking for things to match your journal. On the edge of this page, because I wanted lace on lots of these pages on the edge to show, since it was a waterfall journal, I have actually used a piece of cheesecloth. I dyed this with coffee. This is the center of the book, and so the pages on this side of the center become gradually smaller. The pages on this side become gradually larger. This book is sewn together by putting 3 holes in the crease and sewing it together. This page has a green in the background, and I really like this piece of paper from that kit, so I cut it out to fit and inked around it and placed it here. This will be a good journaling spot. And I embellished the page with one of the Happiness and Crafting words and phrases. Some lace at the bottom. This lace was given to me by my Aunt Sue when she was recently here. This is just a little piece of ephemera that I had out of a little book that I have of ephemera pieces that matched what I was doing here. This is a little envelope that I made for my I made it either on my Cricut or it was a die cut, and inside is just a tiny little paper that can be opened up and a little message written inside. On this page, I've used another one of my Jane Austen bookmark images, and I embellished her with the stickles on her bracelets and her necklace. Over here is another seed packet from the French Florals papers from Chapter 1 papers that I have previously shown how I put these together and decorated. All this was already done on this seed packet. I glued it down to make a pocket, and inside the pocket is a beautiful tag with our ribbon at the top. This is the flap of a beautiful envelope that also came in the French Florals papers, and I have clipped it on to help it stay closed over the edge with a gold paper clip and some seam binding ribbon. On this side, when I remove the paper clip, this envelope flips open and has papers inside for writing. And then it closes back down, and I put the clip back on to hold it closed. And these 2 items are tucked in that tuck spot that was created. This is a collage that I made and cut into panels. And I decided not to decorate it any further as it looked good to me just like it is to tuck in this spot. It can be journaled on the back. This is a paper from a small project that I did. I don't remember the name of, but it's just a little envelope with some of our papers inside for writing. It says Moments on the front. And these just tuck in here for extra journaling space. Okay, on this page I created a pocket at the bottom from, I think it's from this same paper that I like so much right here, a piece that I cut off from the other side. I made this pocket, and then I created a pocket on the front of it with a small journal card and tucked these tiny pieces inside. This is a little bitty booklet that I made out of our papers, and then a couple of tags. Over here I just decorated with a piece of that lingerie lace and also a happiness and crafting mixed words and phrases, passionate. Inside this pocket are a couple of fun things. One is one of our seed packets with the word miracle. Again, I have made a video previously that shows how these were done. It was a wonderful, fun project, and these can be used in so many ways. And I ended up making, I think I made 24 of them. So they're coming in handy for this journal for sure. This tag here was part of a challenge that I did where they challenged us to, a Facebook page challenged us to make 3 tags out of items that were on our desk at the current time. And I had just finished a project, and so I had lots of stuff out, and this was one of the tags that I created for that, and it just goes perfectly with this journal. Anything I refer to that I did in the past, you can go back and find a video on how I did these. This is some more trim that my mother gave me from her Victorian ornaments supply stash. This page I just used some paper that I had printed out that was kind of coffee dyed and had lines on it. Another one of our Jane Austen bookmarks. The beautiful lace that my aunt gave me with this pink on it, and the happiness and crafting words and phrase, persistence. This is the back inside cover, and this door is from, let's see, it's called Floral Doors from My Porch Prints. And I really love these because you can place them in your journal and let them open up and show you what's inside. And I have fastened it closed with brads, and they ended up being a little bit tight, but that's okay. There we go. And I just tied the string around this side, and then it weaves around them to close. And when you put these down, you put something behind them to be behind the doors when you open them, and then glue the doors down. And these open up to reveal some of our pretty French floral papers, some more of happiness and crafting, mixed words and phrases. Every day is a new day. And then these circles I punched out to cover the back side of the brads. And I also inked the back of these pages so they wouldn't be just stark white. So these close back up. And just wrap the thread around a couple times. And this is another one of happiness and crafting, words and phrases. Love every day. Cotton lace on this edge. So when the book closes, you have all this beautiful trim on the pages to see. So beautiful. And then on the back cover, I have I wrapped the ribbon around and tied it, and then I glued this journal card on top of it to hold the ribbon in place. And I always sign my journals. This says Jane Austen's English Journal, made with love, Carolyn. If you have any questions for me, you can always ask them in the comments. I hope you've enjoyed this video and maybe got some great ideas for making a waterfall journal of your own. I'm not sure what is up next. I may start on Christmas pretty soon. I have a couple of Christmas ideas and some mini books and things that I want to do to give as gifts for Christmas time. So I hope you enjoyed this and have a wonderful day. It's a beautiful fall day here, and I've got to go out and do some major cleaning up in my gardens. And I had to disconnect my hoses because it got way below freezing here for a couple of days, and now the temps have gone back up. So I'm going to hook my hoses back up and water a few things and have a nice day outside. So until next time, I'll see you soon.